And hi everybody, I'm Dylan Black. It is Wednesday. This is Daytime Ottawa on Rogers TV. Busy show as always. Let's kick it off with a bona fide superstar. He's been doing this for over 50 years. Pretty darn incredible. And he's not giving up anytime soon. A big show coming up at Centrepoint Theatre. His name is Terry Gillespie. Terry, hello.
Hey, nice to see you.
I should always start by saying Vankleek Hill's own Terry Gillespie as well.
You should.
Because I'm from Vankleek Hill, you're from Vankleek Hill. We kind of up the street from each other. I'm not there anymore. My parents are still there, but Vankleek Hill treating you well?
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah, you were just part of the Vankleek Hill Food Jamboree as well.
Well, I was pretty proud of that.
Yeah.
We were the big stars at that. That was all right.
Pretty cool. 50 years. So let's go back 50 years ago. Can we remember 50 years ago?
Yes.
Yeah, and you thought, okay, I'm a young man, I want to be in music. Did you ever think half a century later you'd still be at it? No, not at all.
Not for a second.
No.
I was really a day-to-day kind of guy then. Let's go back to when I had been doing music for a while. I was 20. Mm-hmm. And that's when I first came to Canada in 1968. I was born in Canada and then lived in the US for a while and then came back to Canada. And when I got into the music, when you're 20, you're focused. Mm-hmm. You know, nothing, there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, not a problem. 50 years, forget it, impossible.
Yeah.
Well, many years later, I started getting very uncomfortable about what I was doing in my life because people do have these moments of angst. And I realized all I got to do is contact that 20-year-old guy who still lives inside me, because I didn't actually get the job done. You know, the magic music that I wanted to kind of reveal and all that kind of thing. So I'm still 20.
And you kind of look still 20 too. I mean, you're in amazing shape. We must note that you just turned 70 years of age.
You don't have to note that.
Well, I need to, because you look super young, like you're fit. And is it the music? Is it the traveling? I mean, what keeps you in such great shape?
I think it's the music. I think it's the fact that the decisions that you make along the line in your life, if you find one that isn't working for you and you can get out of it fast enough, you heal. Mm-hmm. And then you're back. And music's a real big healer, so I think that's what's happened to me.
That's why you're still doing it. How many kilometers have you put on that van of yours over the years? Because you drive that around North America.
Well, I keep changing vans.
Well, all the vans collectively. I mean, you put on a lot of kilometers.
A lot.
Yeah.
Just back and forth, one end of the country to the other.
Heaven's Radio, back in the 1970s, a pretty decent band.
A lot of fun, that.
A lot of fun. And now, so this time around, you're actually going to be performing with your Skin Tight Band, which is a very exciting name for a band. I probably shouldn't ask you why they're called that, even though I kind of just did.
Well, someone came up with that. Eric Tom was the guy. He's a writer and reviewer in Toronto. Mm-hmm. We did a gig in Toronto, and he said, that's it. It's a Skin Tight Band.
Fair enough. But Vince Half-Eyed is going to be opening up for you, and I understand
yes.
that you have a history with this young man.
Oh, we have a history.
Yeah.
I got together with him in 1969, I think, and we started Heaven's Radio together. Mm-hmm. He and I and some other guys, well, we played together for a very long time. So we're connected in a big way.
So it's going to be kind of a fun night, boys' night in a way.
Yeah.
So tell us about the new CD as well. You've got a live CD.
Yeah, the new CD is I have a regular gig. Once a month in Vankleek Hill, and I bring in people from Ottawa, from Montreal, just musicians. I have lots of musicians I play with, and so I decide who's going to be fun this time.
Yeah.
And last year, we recorded a bunch of this stuff. We recorded everything that we did for the summer, and made a live recording out of this. And it's really good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty proud of it.
Yeah.
So it's various instrumentalists who have played with me over the years. And really, you just really have to listen to it.
It's fun to name drop sometimes. So with all this touring around you've done, you've got to work with some pretty big names as well. Mm-hmm. So tell us one or two of the big ones.
John Lee Hooker.
It's all right, I guess, eh?
Howlin' Wolf.
Howlin' Wolf is a legend in the world of blues.
We opened for Peter Tosh.
Yeah.
Paul Butterfield.
Incredible.
Yeah, well, I was lucky. See, in the mid-'60s, I kind of came of age and was near Detroit. Mm-hmm. So that was a focus of American jazz, blues, whatever, and the color bar was coming down, so black people and white people could play together on stage, which they couldn't previously. Mm-hmm. So everybody was all excited, and it was a wonderful time for everybody. And these guys were accessible. I could walk up to John Lee Hooker and say, "Hey, man, how you doing?" And he'd say, "Who are you, kid?" You know.
Yeah.
But we ended up playing together, and you know, just to be able to experience that was beautiful.
Super cool. Friday, September 8th, you're going to be performing at Centerpoint.
Yeah.
Centerpoint Theatre at the studio. Woodruff and Baseline, of course. Get your tickets now. Go to terrygillespie.ca. What song are you going to be performing for us?
Well, this is an old song.
Yeah.
That just has been running through my head in a long time. I heard it from Howlin' Wolf first, 50 years ago.
Yeah.
And at that time, it was 100 years old, maybe. It comes from the Civil War. It was originally called the Vicksburg Blues. And it's 44 is the name of the song.
Sweet.
You know, that they did. And it resonates a lot.
All right. Let's get to it.
All right.
Want to hear it?
Let's do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Terry Gillespie on Rogers TV.
Here we go. Just 1 second. Think about the guy coming home from the Civil War, heading back to his house, and think about the strife that we find ourselves in now. And what always appealed to me about the blues was there was a groove that could put you in a place so you could have a certain feeling, and then without saying anything directly, you could make a very, very strong statement with the least amount of words, so you wouldn't be misquoted or anything like that. So that's what this tune's about. I wore my 44 so long, made my shoulder sore. I wore my 44 so long, made my shoulder sore. I'm searching for my babe, I can't find her. I'm so mad this morning, don't know where in the world to go. I'm so mad this morning, oh, don't know where in the world to go. I'm searching for some money, pawn my gun for gold. Wore my 44 so long, oh, it made my shoulder sore. I wore my 44 so long, made my shoulder sore. I'm searching for my babe,